Hello folks, welcome along to another edition of In the Box Seat. I'm Mark Liddymore, giving you all the latest in greyhound racing news so far as South Australia is concerned. We'll be introducing our special guest on the show. It is Bruce Lellman, actually, the greyhound trainer who hails from Renmark in the Riverland. He's having a bit of success at the moment with Honky Tonk Girl and also another greyhound called Stackham Flat. We'll be chatting to Bruce later on in the program. We'll have a look at a few hot tips for you along the way. We'll be giving you a couple of tips for Wednesday matinee meeting here at Angle Park, plus the Thursday night meeting, which features the semi-finals of the Champion Puppy Series. First of all, we'll have a look at the Wednesday matinee meeting here at Angle Park. There's a 10-race program commencing at 11:54. It's on Sky Racing 2. First of our specials come up in race 5. It's actually number 6, Buck and Wing. Actually a litter brother to Strictly Mambo. We had Jan Jones on the show a few weeks ago. Deserved to win 2 starts ago at Gawler over the 643 metres and followed that up with a strong placing at its last start in very strong company. Looks to have the edge on his rivals here. Should be hard to beat Buck and Wing in race 5. The other special comes up in race 10. It is number 1, Emily Bell. Had its first run from injury last week, trained by Peter Hurley. Looks very hard to beat on her last start when she battled on strongly to run third in a super fast time of 29:84. Boasts the impressive record of 18 wins and 11 placings from just 28 starts. Emily Bell is one to watch there in the last race 10, number 1. Our Thursday night program, as I mentioned earlier, features the semi-finals of the Champion Puppy Series. That final is on the following Thursday, the 8th of July. The race is worth $14,000. The first 4 go through to the semi-finals. 2 semi-finals to be run here on Thursday night. And we've picked out a greyhound that's to watch there on the Thursday night program. It comes up in race 8, number 1, Gold. Trained by Paul Barry. Was the SA Bred Greyhound of the Year for 2009. Is a past Breeders' Plate winner. It boasts the impressive record of 49 starts for 23 wins plus 14 placings besides, and has won 2 out of his last 2 starts here at Angle Park. So look out for Gold, race 8, number 1. That's in the high-grade race there on Thursday night. On the weekend, the greyhound racing meeting in the Twilight Zone on Sunday goes to Phoenix Park, Port Pirie. Usually run a 10-race program there at Port Pirie in the Twilight Zone. And take note, Mount Gambier won't kick in until around the 18th of July. The Sunday matinee meetings in the southeast commence on Sunday, the 18th of July. Now, looking at racing on a national basis, we go to Sandown Park in Victoria. The McKenna Memorial 595 metre is the journey for the McKenna Memorial. That series commencing on the 8th of July, which is on Thursday week. The final is on the following Thursday, the 15th. That is worth $25,000. We go to the west for the Western Australian Oaks, sponsored by Schweppes over the 530 metre journey. Heats were run here last Saturday. The final is this Saturday night, the 3rd of July. That final is worth $35,000, the WA Oaks at Cannington in the west. Now, the Meadows are running a feature, the Maturity Classic. That series commencing on the 17th of July. Now, that final is on the 31st of July, worth $50,000 for greyhounds whelped on or after the 1st of January 2008. Maidens are ineligible there. Let's have a look at a couple of dogs to watch from the Gawler trials last week. The first one we look at is Gable Flash, prepared by Eddie Holland. Went around in its trial last week in 3:27, 15:81, and the overall time over the 530 metres was 30:77. Look out for Gable Flash. The other greyhound to watch out for is My Lipling, prepared by Bruce Lellman. We'll be talking to Bruce later on in the show about My Lipling. Formerly trained in Victoria. It probably needs a downgrade, but went 3:22 and 15:85 early over the 400. Looks one of the hardest to beat in future races, My Lipling. And look out for Central Blitz as well. Actually ran 4th from box 8 in a 400 metre race at Gawler. With a little bit of luck, Central Blitz might be one to watch in the forthcoming future for trainer John Hancock. The Honey's Hot Tips for Thursday night. Well, we go to Wandy Kate, which is in race 2, number 3, prepared by Mick Giniotis. Wandy Kate, a most consistent chaser, showed plenty of speed in its win here 2 starts back in a solid 30 and 32 victory. So Wandy Kate is one to watch in race 3 at Angle Park. The other one we look out for is race 11, number 2, South Central. Had no luck last start when actually found trouble and flashed home for an eye-catching third at Angle Park here last start. Has had the 27 starts for 9 wins and 10 placings, and she'll be able to add to the winners column here. South Central, race 11, number 2. Now, harking back to the race 2 first 4, the combination we need there are 3 over 1, 2, 5. That is 3, 1, 2, 5. And the first 4 in race 11, 2 South Central, the on-top pick there, over 1, 7, 3. So 2, 1, 7, 3, first 4 selections in race 11. Now, of course, we've got the Nationals here in South Australia this year. They are coming up in only 2 months' time, or at the end of August, actually. August the 28th is the final night here. So there's no bigger race on the Greyhound racing calendar than the Nationals. And, of course, sponsored by tatsbet.com this year. And being staged at Angle Park, of course, with more than $150,000 in prize money up for grabs. It's sure to be one hell of a battle. And with the honeys, the live bands, plenty of entertainment for the kids. Go along to see the fast-paced action here at Angle Park. It's sure to be a highlight on the Greyhound racing calendar. Don't forget, August 28th. It's actually on a Saturday. It'll be run in the twilight zone, so look out for the Nationals coming up as well. For those fans of Facebook, you can keep up to date with all the latest in Greyhound racing with the Greyhound Racing South Australia Facebook page, with regular updates and insider knowledge on competitions and also activities with Greyhound Racing South Australia. There's a fan page which is a must follow for all true greyhound racing people. So simply go to www.facebook.com and search Greyhound Racing South Australia. And for those who join before Monday the 5th of July, you'll receive a free pass to the races. Well, we've got another syndication competition as well for the listeners of Nova, the Nova syndication competition. So you want the chance to win shares in a greyhound? Well, simply make sure you tune into the breakfast show on Nova during July. 10 lucky winners will win a racing greyhound absolutely free, and we'll give you more details next week on the Nova syndication competition. Well, it's time to introduce our special guest on the show. It is a well-known Riverland greyhound racing trainer, also having a bit of success with his greyhounds in Honky Tonk Girl and also Stack and Flat. Both won at Dawler last night. It is Bruce Lellman. Welcome along to the show, Bruce.
Welcome. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, thanks very much for inviting me up.
Well, you've travelled a fair way. You're actually hailed from Renmark, but where did you get your start in greyhound racing?
Oh, back in the 70s, mate, we finished playing a bit of sport and decided to keep a bit active in life, so I flew a few pigeons at the start, and that was a bit boring, so I got stuck into the greyhounds and went along and sort of took it from there and bought a pup and went along with it and reared it and had it trained by Doug Payne in Adelaide and had a lot of success with it and just sort of kicked along from there and started breeding and carrying on, yeah.
Have you always lived in Renmark all your life?
No, I lived in Adelaide for a few years when I was about 15, back quite a few years ago now, and then I didn't like the city, so I went back to the country, and that's where I hailed to stay, yeah.
Now, you're involved with the Barmera Club in some way. They must be going well. The only non-TAB tab track here in South Australia, besides Port Augusta, of course. They must be going well.
Yeah, they are. They are, Mark. They got a very good president up there and a very good bunch of loyal guys that work very hard, and we've done a lot of improvements up there, and it's very, very good. They put their heart and soul into it, and it's a credit to everybody up there having a go. And as I say, Leo O'Leary, he's not backward and coming forward with what he knows about the industry, and everything's floating along quite well, yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations on the progress of those two dogs in question, Honky Tonk Girl and Stack and Flat. We'll look forward to their progress in the near future, and we'll follow them through. So thanks for joining us, Bruce, and a safe trip home.
Thank you very much, Mark. And just before you go, I'd like to thank the kennel staff and the staff at Angle Park here at Greyhound Racing SA. They're a very obliging lot of people, and I give credit to everybody involved in it, and also best of luck to all the trainers.
Okay, thanks a lot, Bruce. That was Bruce Lellman. Well, that just about takes us away from In the Box Seat for another edition. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back again for another edition next week. Simply log in onto the Greyhound Racing website, the grsa.com website, and look up In the Box Seat. Follow the links there, and you'll see a new edition every Tuesday at around 12 p.m. Before we go, we'd like to wish outgoing CEO Peter Ally all the best in the forthcoming future. Of course, Peter leaves the Greyhound Racing SA on this Friday, actually, so we wish Peter Ally all the best in his endeavours in the forthcoming future. That takes us away. We'll see you again next week. Bye for now.